What's going on, guys? And the Atlanta Hawks have now lost 2 games against the Miami Heat. And I did predict the Miami Heat to win this series. But I want to talk about, can the Atlanta Hawks win this series? If not, can they win a few games, at least in this series, and make it not be as sweet? I want to talk about that as they head back to Atlanta for the next few games. And this is where I want to hear your thoughts. John Collins had his moments, but the lineup that I was interested most by was the DeAndre Hunter, Trae Young, DeLon Wright, and then they had either, a combination of either Onyeka Okongwu at the center position or John Collins, and then they would either have Bogdan Bogdanovic, Kevin Huerter out there, and I really liked that because you had DeLon Wright letting Trae Young play off ball, so Trae Young was able. I know he only went 2 for 10 from 3, but in theory, get more catch and shoot scenarios. And DeLon Wright showed that he could do that. And he's a very good defensive player, and he was the only player to have a positive net rating at the end of the game for the Hawks. So a lineup where DeLon Wright and Trae Young are the point guard, shooting guard, with Trae, I guess in this case, playing an undersized shooting guard, or DeLon Wright being the shooting guard while being able to be a secondary playmaker. Then you throw DeAndre Hunter at power forward, and you either have Kevin Huerter or Bogdan Bogdanovic at the small forward position, and either John Collins or Onyeka Okongwu. Now, I think another lineup they should try is Onyeka Okongwu and John Collins out there. Then throw Danilo Gallinari at the small forward position. Albeit very similar to what Lauri Markkanen does for the Cavaliers, have Danilo Gallinari play that role, have John Collins and Onyeka Okongwu be, poor man's version of Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. You throw DeAndre Hunter at the shooting guard position, Trae Young at point guard. Bogdanovic has shown he can facilitate. DeLon Wright shows you can hit threes. I mean, that lineup, that's a lot of size. You got 6'10", and 6'10", and Gallinari, Onyeka Okongwu. I know Okongwu's like 6'9", but in this case, 6'10", 6'9", and 6'10", with John Collins right there at your 3, 4, and 5 spot to match up with Bam, Jimmy, and they've been running a plethora of guys, the Heat, but PJ Tucker, but he went out of the game, so we saw some Dwayne Dedman, Tyler Hero, Gabe Vincent, their beloved Caleb Martin. And this is where I'm just looking like, hey, if you run those guys out there, look, Onyeka Okongwu played 19 minutes, but he easily would have had about 8 rebounds, 10 rebounds, throwing John Collins had 10 rebounds, okay? That would have been like 26 rebounds between Gallinari, Onyeka Okongwu. If Okongwu played like 30 minutes, and Gallinari, they would have had like 26 rebounds, which would have, they out-rebounded them either way. They out-rebounded the Heat tonight, and I know they started to lose the rebounding battle. They would have won this game if they played like they did in the first half, okay? They screwed up in the third quarter, okay? They literally messed up. They threw the game away in the third. And I know it sucked, but look, Jimmy Butler dropped 45, but what they did was they shut down everybody else on this team, and this is what they have to do. They have to shut everybody else on the team and tell Jimmy Butler to beat them on a nightly basis, and they're showing that they have the game plan for it, but I really do think, even Gorgie Gang should be playing some minutes. I don't think Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot should be getting those 3 minutes. I think he should be Gorgie Dang to see if his size could help, okay? I really think the bench should be a combination. I mean, with John Collins hurt, I really think they should run Onyeka Okongwu, John Collins, Danilo Gallinari. If you're scared Okongwu's gonna have not be able to play the minutes because he's a second-year player, put Gorgie Dang. He's played playoff minutes before. Gorgie Dang, John Collins, and Danilo Gallinari. If Dang doesn't work, try, Onyeka Okongwu in that 3 big man lineup. Then you can run, either Hunter and Young, or DeLon and Young, okay, or Huerter and Young, or Bogdan and Young, or Bogdan and Huerter if Young needs a breather. There's just a lot of size right there, okay? And I really personally think that would be the best for them if I had to say so myself. But this is a game that when we were watching it, yes, it was fun. There was a lot going on. But I'll admit, I think, this is a team that they showed how good they are. And look, I know Trae Young, he tried hard, but hey, Trae Young had a lot of turnovers tonight. Can't be doing that as a franchise player. So this is where I want to hear your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think of this game? Like and subscribe.